We have a question from Bob. I'm wondering if you could extend upon how you would seasonally develop the double kettlebell clean and press and double kettlebell front squat from a sets rep point of view, using your previously outlined guidance of fall, a structured program, winter, go heavy, go hard, go home, spring is hypertrophy, summer is brief complexes and circuit training. That's good. Yeah, well, I mean, let's just throw this. I think only having the two lifts is going to be really relatively impossible for me to answer, but let's go. Fall armor building program. The armor building formula available at armorbuildingformula.com. I think that's a winner. And you might as well pick up my new book. It's over on Amazon. It's a paperback. The Kettlebell Workout Companion, because there's a lot of workouts in there. And I do have some monthly and, longer programming in there. So the fall's easy, ABF. Okay, winter, go heavy, go hard, go home. One of the ones that I seems to come up every year is the 10,000 swing challenge. It's weird because it's not that heavy, but man, it's hard. And as you get better and better at it, your 500 daily swings, I don't know. It seems to me that somewhere between the high 20 minutes and the low 40 minutes is where most people land day in, day out on the 10,000 swing challenge on those 500 swings. You could also train up in the winter for like a snatch challenge. I think the nice thing about snatch workouts is they don't last very long, at least in my experience. There's the bell, set a timer for 10 minutes and see how many snatches you can do. That's the Secret Service snatch test. And I got to tell you, that's one of the hardest things I've ever done. And it only takes 10 minutes. So you'll get out of there fast. So maybe in the winter, focus on, especially if you train inside, focus on those ballistic movements. And then as you slide out into spring, I think this will be a real fun time to do some of those. We have the armor building complex. That's great. But it'd be a lot of fun to also experiment with, a lot more volume on the presses and a lot more volume on the front squats. I think the kettlebell front squat really is an amazing exercise. What it makes my ab wall do as I'm holding those weights going up and down, it is such a total body tension exercise. And I think it actually helps build muscle too. So I love that idea. And then when summer comes around, hey, I'm not great on them like Pat Flynn, but he has a couple of books on, I think one's called Killer Complexes or something like that. But I'm sure there are, not a million exaggeration, there are hundreds of kettlebell complexes, probably on YouTube. They always have names like the Annihilator and things like that. And I think the Destroyer, and, you feel like you're in the middle of, those old time wrestling things when I was growing up. I think the summer is a really good time to do complexes. Some of the complexes, of course, I like in the summer to add sprints after, like, we call them lift and sprints. You do goblet squats, followed by a sprint. You can also do that in the summer. I like what you're saying here. I do, by saying just a double kettlebell clean and press and double kettlebell front squat, you sort of, you sort of tighten it up. But the other thing too, I just want to say is that you might want to pick certain periods of the year to learn some of the other kettlebell exercises, like the Turkish get-up, the windmill family. There's that two hands anyhow movement. There's the bent press. There are some fun kettlebell exercises. It's not as big as it was, but when I first got into kettlebells, juggling was something everybody seemed to be doing. At my cert, they taught us kettlebell juggling, and then I had a guy named JJ come over and help me. I would strongly suggest you do your juggling on a field somewhere where you don't have to worry about ruining the ground forever, because boy, do you. Great question. Let me know what you think. Start working out some ideas and organize something up for us. I really appreciate that. Thank you.